Well, hello everybody, it's BugEater64 and we're getting ready to do another Air Hauler 2 flight. This time, as you can see, I'm going to be flying the DC-3C47 by AeroWorx, which is actually a freeware aircraft, which is extremely well done. She's a joy to fly. She's slow, but she can carry, over like 5,000 pounds of cargo. We're 28 passengers, and I got no complaints. Today we're going to be flying from our home base at KWJF to KSFO, San Francisco. Now, with this flight's going to be a little bit different. I'm experimenting a little bit. Going to be doing my first ever commodity flight, and we're going to be carrying beef. So I bought at $62 and some change of beef. I got a discount. It was 73, but I got a discount down to 60 something. But anyway, I bought $197,000 worth of that stuff, and we're going to take it to KSFO and sell it for about $102. So we'll see what happens. Commodity is something brand new I've never tried before, but I'm looking forward to it because it might be a quick way to make a good chunk of money. So let's see how that goes, and we'll see you in the cockpit. Okay, here we are. I have cured the issue that I had with my GTN. It's working fine now. And so here we are in the C47 by AeroWorx. And we are at KWJF and just finishing up a direct route flight plan. So we've got that activated. Aircraft is ready to go, engines running. So as soon as we get this done, we'll start our taxi, get down to runway 6, and start the flight. Okay, so here we go. And Air Hauler 2 is happy as we leave the area in front of the restaurant. And head out the taxiway here down to runway 6. And I certainly hope that you enjoy this flight. It's only about 250 miles, so it doesn't take that long. And even with this old girl, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride. And the restaurant we just left, I've never eaten there, but my good friend Dion of Soulless Wings, he eats there on occasion, and tells me it's really a pretty decent place to go get some grub in the morning or have some lunch and watch the local aircraft coming and going. So if you get a chance, shoot, go out there if you're ever in Lancaster, California, and head out to watch the aircraft coming and going from Edwards Air Force Base, and stop in and have some lunch there at KWJF. Real friendly people there. And it was Dion's photographs, as well as photographs from Google, that allowed he and I to actually build this airport for our X-Plane 11. So we couldn't perfectly render it, but with the photo libraries from Mr. X and a number of other people and other groups, we were able to get it pretty close. And we tried to get it as close to the real world as we could, but of course we had to add a little artistic license by adding our virtual charter business hangars. Out at the 2-4 end of the runway area, parking ramp.
Approaching 06.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. We are. And we will get ready to take off here.
On runway 06.
Okay, we've got flaps in takeoff configuration. The airspeed is alive. And she'll just lift off all by her lonesome. So, positive rate, gear coming up. So we adjust prop RPMs. Get a nice climb speed of around between 500 to 800 feet a minute. C47 seems to like that. We'll get the autopilot started here. Since she is not fast, but she is a very good-looking girl. Okay, flaps up. And we'll pick up some more speed there. And we'll get to about, between 75 and 8,500 feet. Make sure we can climb over the tops of the mountains around here. And one of the things I like about the GTN 750 is if you're looking at it, you can see the red. That means that we're going to run into it if we head there. And it slowly changes color. As I gain altitude, you'll see that red disappear, so that I know, according to the GTN 750, I have the altitude to clear the obstacles in front of me. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so everything's going good. We're slowly climbing altitude. We're not fast, but we'll get there. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Okay, we are approaching the San Francisco area, the Bay Area here, and we have checked with ATIS and found that arrival and departures today are as pretty much normal, runway 28 left and 28 right. So we are planning on landing on runway 28 left, and that's what we're approaching now. So we've got pretty good descent rate. Right now between 500 and 800 feet a minute. Keeping our airspeed under control. So everything is looking very good. The flight has been completely uneventful, which is always good, but also not the most exciting to watch. But I hope you've enjoyed the flight so far. Okay, the autopilot is off at this point, and I do have control of the aircraft. I do like hand flying this old girl. Gear coming down. One quarter flaps.
Flaps. Flaps.
We're doing just fine. I'll get more flaps in just a second.
Flaps. Flaps.
Okay, 1/2 flaps. Keeping an eye on our airspeed, which is good. Looking very good. Three-quarter flaps. And full flaps. Just a little bit high, but no issues.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And we are safely down. We've got plenty of runway, so we'll just let her coast and let the tail settle. And we'll be pulling off the ramp, off the runway here to the left.
Approaching 19 right.
And then we're going to cross that. Keep on going. And we'll get our flaps up. And we're going to taxi down here to the cargo ramp so we can unload. Okay, very good. Haven't had enough coffee yet, apparently. But we're going to go down here to the cargo ramp area and park, unload our cargo, and see if we can make a little bit of money. So welcome to San Francisco International Airport. And if you're ever out here in California and San Francisco area, be sure to see the Golden Gate Bridge, of course, and Fisherman's Wharf and all the touristy things. It's a beautiful part of the country, and it's not far from Carmel, California, which is, for you golfers, that's where Pebble Beach golf course is. It's just an absolutely gorgeous area. Carmel, Monterey. Beautiful part of the country. Well worth a trip. So we'll taxi down here, get to the cargo ramp, which is just down here. And this scenery we're looking at is a little bit older scenery of San Francisco International. It was done by Mr. X, who does some absolutely beautiful renderings of airports and different locations. As a matter of fact, this whole area of San Francisco is his work, and it was all freeware. So again, just an absolutely exceptional job. Beautiful rendering, and well worth taking a look at explain.org for his work. And you can see where we're going to park. See that big building to our right there, the big hangar storage area? That's where we're going to park our bird. I have to check my X-plane settings, or maybe my OBS, because I'm suddenly, with this particular flight, had an issue with a little choppiness, which was not a good thing. So please bear with me if you would. Thank you. And we'll just inch up here, make sure everything is clear, that our tail is clear of that service road. There we are. Set our parking brake. Go ahead and shut this aircraft down. And then we will take a look at the landing again. There, good. Finished the flight. Okay, so go ahead and unload the cargo so we can sell it. So that's all done. And we can end in a greaser. I always like the greasers. It's like my butter landing in the other add-on tab. All right. So the flight is complete. And we're going to finish putting our lady to bed. Well, hey, everybody, we made it. We're here at San Francisco, over at the cargo area. We unloaded our cargo, we sold it, and let's take a quick look and see if we made any money. So, go to my virtual airline, go to the company information, and here it doesn't say anything about any more money. So, with that, although, let's see, no money there. Well, let's go to company information. Let's look at finance. Look at the ledger. Yep, there it is, my commodities. Okay, $275,400. Now I spent $197 to get that, but look at the profit. Not too shabby. Very, very good. So commodities, if done right, can be a very good and lucrative thing. So, well, with that, let's call it a day. And we'll see you next time in Air Hauler 2 or maybe somewhere else. It's always a guessing game with the old Bug Eater 64. So, be well, and as always, safe flying.